Now that Baba is back from AUC, what next for his political future? Is it going to change Kenya's political scenario? Is it going to change Luo voting pattern? Is it going to dismantle or to reconstruct Azimio bloc? It is in public domain that the three-judge bench gave a verdict that Azimio has the majority. And as it is, if you go to the register of parties, to date, Azimio has 179 MPs who are majority. Because voting always ends at the polling station. The moment you are announced as an MP, you are being recognized. Tallying and whatever are just mere shenanigans to confuse people. Being that Azimio has a block, one, Speaker Moses Basika Wetangula must adhere to the court order. He should not bring his own interpretation. Because we have got two scenarios. We have got quasi-judiciary, an order from the court as quasi-de facto. Facts which depends with the realignment and alignment of politicians. Wetangula's mandate after receiving the order was to implement what cause has said and give Azimio the majority seat and chief whip of the house in both houses, Parliament and Senate. But unfortunately, Wetangula brought his Solomonic wisdom, which to me is dismally performing. In Kenya's history, apart from Marende, we've not had a smart speaker than Marende was. Everybody knows what transpired during Marende's and the wisdom he used to carry the day. Now that Wetangula shows some of his weaknesses by so translating and chest thumping that is a senior lawyer or rather counsel, he can interpret. We don't need a political will in this judgment, implementation. What we need is for Wetangula to follow his instructions and for decorum and sanity to prevail. Because in democracy, we are saying it is a government of the people, by the people, with the people. Who are these people? It is us, the citizens, who are captured in Article 1, Chapter 1. Because the sovereignty of the nation belongs to us. We can exercise it direct or indirect. When it's exercising indirect is by so delegating the powers to the elected leaders who are MPs. But our MPs have become rogue. It is being taunted that they are being even bribed in the toilets where there's a bill to pass. When they want to increase their salaries and whatever, they do vote as a bloc. So being that Wetangula must implement this, the likely scenario is Azimio is in papers, but physically Azimio has no office. Azimio has no block for the MPs. What is likely to happen is realignment and alignment of political formations, which some will be there to siphon contestants' money, others will just be joyriders. But the liberation, true liberation of this country, true liberation of the sufferers, true liberations of mama borders, true liberations of unemployed educated youth, true liberations of mama boggers will come from Gen Zs. I've been consistent in this. You saw how they occupied the space. You saw how they occupied the parliament. You saw how they were just about to occupy the airport, which could have brought one of the worst economic sabotage in the country. And their facts were hard. But unfortunately, when the cabinet was reshuffled, we just saw the same faces. When the finance bill was shouted down, it has resurfaced again. Which means even the so-called leaders doesn't have the interest of Gen Zs and netizens at heart. How can we change the landscape? Gen Zs must take votes. They must register for the IDs and they must choose their leaders wisely. They have got economical muscles because they constitute 60% of the Kenyans, which is about 35 million. Suppose that just 20 Gen Zs register as voters and cast, and they should not be allowed to be infiltrated by these politicians. Loot. They have got the resources. Even if they contribute 10 bob each times 20 is 2 billion, which is enough to finance their candidates and to bring decorum in our political scene. Next, we'll demystify about allegiance and support of Luos to Baba. How will it affect national politics? Will they be adherent? Will they support Baba the way they've been? Or there are dynamics which is going to change? That will be done in our next episode. Thank you.